Hi. My name's Katrina and my mum's a Kavanagh. That's it. Hi. My name's Anne Slingo and my maiden name is Kavanagh, and I was hoping to learn a bit about the Kavanaghs, but I also have Duns, D-U-N-N-E, from most recently from Dublin, in my family, and Hoynes and lots of other different names. And this is my family, Patrick and my husband Jason.
No, I don't have anything else to add to that. So, I'm Patrick. Hello.
Have you guys been to Ireland before?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were over there last year. Do you want to hear all about it? We've got slides, we can put them up for everybody. I'm Anne's worse half, better half, but I'm actually looking for anyone who knows anything about the Millens, M-I-L-N-E. My grandmother lived in Essendon, not far from here, and yeah, so Millens.
Okay.
Thanks.
M-I-L-N-E.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's next? You are.
David just volunteered himself.
I know. Hi, I've got no connections with Ireland other than the fact that they were lucky enough to have me born there. We came out.
You don't have to do that.
Yeah, I better pass it over, otherwise I'll be in trouble.
Yeah. My maiden name is Vaughan, and my parents came from Dublin and also from Carlow, and my grandparents on my mother's side, it's Edwards, and they come from County Clare. So, pass it to you.
My name's Pauline Williams. My maiden name is Garrett, but we have a great grandfather who came from Ireland, and that's all I know. My sister,
His name was Ryan.
Yeah, Ryan, William Ryan, and also our grandfather was also William Ryan. But yeah, but my sister's done a little bit of research, but I think not comprehensively, just that first little bit of. But yeah, no, we're really looking forward to. I actually follow a lady on Facebook who's a photographer up at Portaferry, and it just looks amazing. Yeah, so yeah, looking forward to.
You and your sister are coming in July with the Celtic flag.
Yes. We're packing one way. Thank you. Nice to see you all.
I think it's you.
Sorry, Trish.
Yeah, that's okay.
Hi, my name's Trish Wheelahan, is my surname, and my family came here in the 1850s, sort of around about the potato famine time, and they moved to Bolan in Victoria, and they were blacksmiths, and after that they moved on to building roads, road construction. So yeah, so there's a lot of us here. There's a few left in Ireland, but they spell the name differently. But yeah, it'd be good to find out a bit. They come from Westmeath, I think.
Oh, I lived in Westmeath.
Yeah, so good to find out a bit more. Thank you. Beautiful. Oh yeah.
Hi, nice. Say me too. Hi, I'm Michael McGartland. I've come in part because I was invited by John and Mary Ellen over there, so we've this evening. I came here when I was 3, and my parents are Irish, but I wasn't born in Ireland. I'm not going to say where I was born. We were somewhere nearby, but it tends not to go down too well sometimes. And my mum was a Devlin who came from County Tyrone in the Sperrin Mountains, and my dad was born in Glasgow, but he's actually from Donegal, and that's where his family's from. So that's us, and we're looking forward to this evening. Thank you.
Thanks. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, my name's Martin, and having recently joined the Celtic Club, this showed up in the inbox in a very timely way, because we're planning to go to Ireland in June, all being well on World War III, and my family hails from somewhere in West Cork originally, via Liverpool.
Hello, my name is Sharon Duff. My great-grandfather was from Old Bowley, about 10 minutes out of Wexford. So I've managed to find out where he lived, where my great-grandfather lived as well, which is exciting. And my great-grandmother came from Wicklow. She was a Hawkins, that was her surname. And I think I've recently discovered where both my great-grandparents were married, so I'm hoping to visit the ruins of the chapels.
Do you want me to speak for you?
Yes, you can do that.
So Mary Ellen's family, Mary Ellen's a Galbally, and we visited, and last year we visited the village of Galbally. There are no Galbalys left living there anymore. They're all in Carlo, and that's where her parental line came from, Carlo. And on a previous trip she's been able to trace gravestones back to the 1700s, which was a lovely thing to discover. Of all places, from the townland of Gotham. And her grandmother's line is the Cummins, and she's from Belfast, I think, if I remember rightly. My lineage is, my first migrant family is the Finns. They came from Tipperary City, and those of you who are Australian historians will know Gary Owen, Edmund Finn, he's my great-great-grandfather. His wife, so my great-great-grandmother was Anne Reedy from Castleconnell in northern Limerick. And their children, Annie married in O'Grady. My O'Grady families, which is the name I go by, came out in the 1850s, although we don't have an exact landing date or point for when they landed. And then Mary Ellen and I have some common family. The Prendergasts who come from Woollard in Wexford, and Burkes who come from Blackwater in Wexford. So I lived in Ireland for 3 years in the 1970s, and some of you might know the site Newgrange. I worked on Newgrange, and I'm the scientist who published the orientation of it. I didn't discover it, the archaeologists discovered it, and they asked me to come and measure it up. And so I'm a tiny part in the annals of Irish archaeology. Patrick?
Yeah. Is that the Gary Owen Park in Fitzroy?
It is. That was where his house was, and the bastards wrecked it before they could preserve it. Yeah.
I'm Patrick. My parents came over in the 1950s, and mainly from West Cork. My last name is Johnson, but that's why my father had to marry an O'Driscoll to prove that he was Irish. But the Johnson family goes back as stonemasons to the 1700s in Cork, and my mother's family are from Skibbereen. O'Driscolls and McCarthy's, of course.
Hi everyone, I'm Taylor. I'm here with my partner, and we have been doing a lot of ancestry searching and doing our family trees, which has been really interesting. My last name is Manning, and we found lots of family around Cavan and some of my mum's side from Donegal and Cork, so just tracing that history as well. It's been really amazing.
Hi there, my name is Niall. I am Irish and I'm from Kildare. And like my partner said, we've been tracing our family tree, and I'm looking into Kiernans from Westmeath and O'Flaherty's from Galway.
And I'll just finish off what Pauline, my sister, said. Yeah, our great-grandfather came out in the 1840s from Ireland. We don't know much about him because Ryan's quite a popular name in Ireland, and there seems to be 1,000,001 William Ryan. So, yeah, I haven't searched him a great deal, but I do have relations that have, but they don't seem to have a lot of information. So, yeah, if we can find something out, that'd be great. But yeah, so I have a grandfather who was also William Ryan, and yeah, so they're very much the same. The disastrous fathers who didn't look after their children and their wives, type of thing. So, but anyhow, it's yeah, so it'd be interesting just to see. But yeah, Pauline and I have always wanted to go to Ireland, so yeah, we're pretty excited to be going over there and just travelling together as family. Yeah. Thank you. Okay. Thank you. I'm so sorry.
Hi, I'm Brian Wigmore. My grandfather came in 1921, was married in Belfast and then came out to Australia. He had served in the British Army in the First World War and lost a brother in that conflict, and he decided that he would be better coming out to Australia to join one of his older brothers who was here. He was an O'Neill, Edward William O'Neill, I think that's right. And my grandmother was a Coleman. I pricked up my ears when someone said the Devlins in their family, because one of my grandmother's sisters married to Devlin, and apparently Bernadette Devlin is at some stage some relation to our family. We've got existing cousins or distant cousins in Northern Ireland, around Cookstown, Ardbow, Dungannon, in that area. Their name, well, the ones we've met are McAleers, and they've almost got a parallel family to our family here. I'm the oldest of 10, and there's 10 McAleers in Northern Ireland that we've met about back in 2000. We took my mother back to Ireland to have a look at her roots and where she'd come from, and that was a really terrific experience. I've been back a couple of times since, short trips to catch up, and we're still exploring the connections and history and trying to get a better handle on who's who and where everyone is.
Very good.
That's it.
Have you been?
No, well, I'm just Judy. I did want to say that we have a very good friend who did the tour last September. She was on her honeymoon, and she did the tour with Stephanie. And she just loved it, and she sent so much information back and so many photos. It was like we were there, every day there was this story and photos, and it was just amazing time for her. Yeah.